So before we move on to the question and answer session, we'll just cover some of the um, other sort of bits of information where you can find out more about Ocean and the Ocean community, and let you know about the next webinars. So here's an overview of the Ocean application journey. So just as a reminder, the Partnerships Grants Stage 1 closes on the 2nd of April. And then your applications will go to assessment by the Ocean Expert Committee. And then those who have been successful will be invited to stage 2, which is the interview stage, around 14th of June. And the interviews will take place around 15th of July. And then those that have been awarded will be notified around 26th of September. We've also got here the community grants, because I know that many of you on the call will be interested in those too, so feel free to have a look at those dates as well later. Next slide, please. So just a reminder of the different ways to get some support through the Ocean administration team. We offer support through our help desk, so please do get in touch if there are any questions that come up through the application process. And if you can't find the answer in our guidance notes, or you're confused about some kind of very specific topics, please just get in touch and we'll answer via email. And just let us know if you need to speak to us directly. We can set up a call too. We also want to let you know about our Ocean community. So you will be invited to join our Ocean community, which is based on the Ocean Decade Network, which we'll cover a little bit later. And you will have access to this platform that will be available in multiple languages, and you can exchange resources and network with other technical experts and people interested in the marine protection and development sector more generally. So we have a Padlet link that we can share in the chat. Valentina, do you have that handy at the moment? Yeah, thank you, Billy. Yeah, so please feel free to introduce yourselves here. There's already a lot of people on there introducing themselves. So if you're wanting to find other organizations working in your region, we really recommend having a look there and seeing if there's anybody that you would like to work with. And just let people know about yourself and your projects. And you'll see you can just add your own section here to those that are already on the platform. So feel free to browse this when you have a bit of time. We'd also like you to join our Ocean Decade Network group. So please take a look. We can link to that in the chat as well. It takes a couple of days for your registration to be complete, and you'll get your registration email through shortly. And yeah, then you can search for our Ocean Decade Network group there. And this site will be open to all people who are interested in applying to Ocean, and we'll also have technical experts online ready to help support you if you have any kind of technical questions about the best way to develop your project proposal. So we really recommend getting onto that network, because it can be a good resource and a good way to meet people who are also interested in applying. And just a little reminder of our upcoming webinars. So there are a couple more sessions that we'll have before the application stage 1 closes. So we have a session specifically on monitoring, evaluation and learning, which Billy touched on earlier. So here we'll be going into a bit more depth on how to develop the log frame and the theory of change. So we really recommend joining there if you want some tips on creating high quality M&E systems. And then before the applications close, we'll also have a question and answer session. So you can drop in, and if you have any particular questions around your application, we'll be happy to support you with some answers there. And if you're not able to join that session, please again do get in touch with us through our help desk. We're always happy to respond to any questions that come up. And just some final top tips to remember whilst you're developing your application. Please don't leave it to the last minute, because if you have any questions, we might not be able to respond in time. So get in touch early. Make sure you read the guidance early, and if there's anything that you're not sure about, let us know. Make sure you read that guidance thoroughly, because it's very while it's very there are quite a lot of pages to get through. It should have most of the information that you need. Remember to, for each question in the application form, make sure that you've answered it. You won't be able to submit your application if you leave it blank, and you will be assessed on the quality of those answers as well. So it's important to make sure you don't skip any of them. Try to write really clearly and concisely. Imagine that the person reviewing your proposal has no knowledge of the context, because it may be that you the expert reviewers are not from your particular region. So it's very important to give the context. And we would also say it's a really good idea to get somebody else to read your application for that reason, so that you have a fresh pair of eyes on it, because I'm sure you know your context very well. So it's sometimes difficult to spot that spot areas that might not be so clear to people who are less familiar with your project idea. On budget, we recommend that you check that your budget is spread between the relevant financial years in a way that is suitable for the project, and make sure that you don't leave a year blank, for example. Make sure it's spread throughout the duration of the project. And please submit all the supporting materials in the requested format and within the page limit guidelines set. And try not to support, we really advise that you don't submit things which haven't been requested, because this might make your application ineligible due to excess page length. We also ask that you submit by the deadline. Only the lead applicants submit, so make sure they're available to submit it on time. And we need you to submit through the application portal rather than by email. So again, a little bit repetitive, but again, very, very important that you don't exceed the word count or the page number limits, because it could result in your application being rejected before reaching the expert committee. Ask someone else to read your application to make sure it makes sense, and assume that that person reading your application has no knowledge of your topic and project. While we don't have a limit on the number of applications that you submit to us, we do encourage you to submit only your best application, because the expert committee will also consider this if you've submitted a large number of applications on different topics in the same application round. And yeah, once more, don't be shy to reach out to us. We're very happy to provide any support through the help desk and in our question and answer webinar that's coming later.